you should keep pestering, as I'm going to do. Take full advantage of map control. Meanwhile, since I'm pretty confident I have a larger army than he would, I'm going to split up my army and try to raid him with my Huster while I try to pester him on the other side of his town center. A lot of times it's sort of difficult to manage fighting two sides of your base at once. Unfortunately, his explorer was in a good spot, so he saw my Huster, so I'm trying to kill them. And meanwhile, I'm trying to kill the villagers with my crossbows and muskets. And I got two, that's three. It's pretty lucky. Um, and I have the resources now to age up on just gather my wood crates, and I queue a hussar in case, in case I need it. And also, I will have enough resources to probably queue up a few more hussar anyway. So you don't want resources stockpiled. You want to always spend it, and if you know what you want for it, then go for it. When you're aging up, even though you want Fortress veteran units, like I want Cuirassiers, or however you pronounce it, but, if he attacks and I don't have an army, I'm screwed. So I'm getting out the Hussar instead of waiting another 40 seconds. And I chose the fast age up politician. And, with the fast age up politician, it takes a minute, it's a minute shorter. It's only 40 seconds to age up instead of a minute and 40 seconds. And instead of any resources, you just, you get nothing. So, like, instead of waiting an extra minute for free for Hussar, I like to go up early. Because, you don't have time to wait for everything to come, especially when you're doing a semi-FF. For a fast fortress, sometimes it's good to get the extra units since, for your early push you might need it. And also, it's important to time your shipments according to when you're going fortress. A lot of the time, I'll look at like how close my next shipment is to coming, and if I have a shipment that's already there or waiting, or if one that's really coming close, then I'm going to go fast age up regardless of what's going on. But when when I don't, sometimes I'll age up slowly depending if my opponent is being aggressive or has a military advantage. Here I'm going to take advantage of the 2 Falconet card, which I think is possibly the best H2 unit shipment in the game. 2 Falconets, not only is it worth 1,000 resources of, coin and wood, but also tactically is very useful. It's easy to defend when you have a lot of muskets and hussar and goon, and they kill skirms. Anyway, Alwasim aged pretty quickly. He aged just after I did. Normally, Dutch players will go for a Reuter, sorry for the Dutch, they're called Reuters, Reuter, skirm spam, and basically they'll just try to outmass you. Since French get up earlier than Dutch, usually, it just seems that way, I go for a quick military push. Instead of sending like 1,000 wood or something, I go for all military. And so I'm going in there. I separate my control groups into 4 different groups. I have my ranged infantry in my first control group, my dragoons in my second, my hussar in my third, and my falconets in my fourth. You gotta just kind of practice this and get it working. I used to only be able to do 3 control groups, but I just kept trying when I was playing against slower players in unrated games to improve my ability to manage control groups, and it worked out well. So since I'm in battle, I'm going for a unit upgrade shipment, since when you're in battle, if you send like units, they won't get to the battle in time. And if you send an economy shipment, well, then you're really trying to do 2 different things at once, and it doesn't work. So I usually like to, this is my favorite time to get unit upgrade shipments, when I can't reinforce my army, but I want to go military heavy. So here we're fighting, and I somehow lose my falconets rather easily, and so I had to run back, and he has a lot of skirms and no Reuters, which is very strange. So I'm going for cures. Normally, I would not recommend going cure heavy against a Dutch, since normally they go heavy on Reuter, but I don't see any, and he has a lot of skirms, so cures counter skirms, so you gotta go for the cures. Um, I'm still playing pretty military heavy, and I'm running out of resources now. There are only a few gold mines on the map, and what's so great about Dutch is that Reuters, they cost food and coin, and a lot of coins. Since Dutch have banks, they don't depend on as many gold mines as other civilizations. It's a huge bonus, even though a bank gathers as fast as like 4 or so villagers, the tactical use of you know that that protected and unlimited resource is immense, especially when you start going to plantations where you're spending 600 resources just so your villagers can continue gathering the resource, and at a very slow rate makes a difference. Now, I'm lucky he's going to my scout radius, and I'm seeing that he has a lot of skirms, so I'm continuing to mass cures, and this is actually near the final battle of the game. I get some skirm shipment, and I group them together, and I'm also going to send my villagers to fight because I feel like he's going to attack and he's not going to back out, so this is going to be a critical fight. And if I lose it, I'm dead because I won't be able to protect my resources. And if I win it, then the game will go on. So I researched the villager attack upgrade, and I group my villagers with my ranged infantry, since technically they are ranged infantry. And I make sure all my units are at the bow before I send my cavalry in. And I have my ranged infantry and my dragoons try to focus fire on the Swiss pikes, while my cures, I try to attack the skirms, but whenever the Swiss pikes come, I run away because Swiss pikes just eat cav up. So I'm noticing that my Corps de Bois are attacking the villagers, so I try to manage them better. And since he's protecting the skirms to the north, I attack the skirms to the south. That's the bad thing about when your army is behind your enemy's military and closer to his base, you can easily get trapped, and this is what's going to lose him the game. Yes, you had to. France's advantages are mostly just being flexible, but also their villagers. They're very strong, and you had to use them in battle. By this point, he only has a few pikes, so I attack them with my cures anyway and try to finish off his skirmisher army. The game is looking almost decided. He lost that horribly. That just went horrible for him. So it looks like he's going to die. So now I send 1,000 wood. I'm ready to start expanding my economy a little because now I have resources there secure. I also notice that he has villagers by the dead hunts over there, so I go and attack them. They're completely unprotected, and there's not much he can do after losing all those villagers, and he's probably out of food, it looks like, so either he goes mills or he can resign. You can ignore what he's saying. I guess he's flaming me, not sure why. So yes, and he's about to resign. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed my game. This is my first commentary. I hope to do more. Yeah, thanks for listening, and I'll see you later at Agesanctuary.